Hey guys, so I'm leaving 501 shelter. You kind of see it behind me. It's actually a fully enclosed cabin, so that's awesome. And had a lot of good people there too. Johnny Tsunami was one of them. He had been behind me for a while, and then he had passed me when I was in DC, and he didn't know that he passed me, so he was like really happy to find out I was behind him for a while. So, but yeah, he's a really interesting guy, really cool guy. He started off with like a 50 or 60 pound pack, and you know, despite being really slow in the beginning, 'cause he started January like 20th or something like that. He started pretty early, and he was just doing really slow miles, but instead of giving up, he just kept trimming the pack weight down. So now he's doing bigger miles than me. And I think fully loaded his pack weighs 25 pounds. So he's cut his weight in half and he's doing big miles. So that's one thing, because you don't really hear about people dropping weight on the trail. You just hear about them quitting because their pack's too heavy. So, and they're too set in their ways, they're not flexible enough. But yeah, so it's cool to kind of be hiking with him now. And then there's a few other section hikers and whatnot. Yeah, the shelter too. Oh, and Johnny got here like before me, went into town, and then bought a pizza and came back, because you can get pizza at the shelter. The shelter actually has a caretaker, will bring you to town to get pizza. And then Johnny wound up giving me like 3 slices of pizza. So it's just one more reason to make me happy to see you. But yeah, so the shelter, it's got a shower, it's fully enclosed, it's got a nice skylight too, so it's not dark and dingy. Supposedly they have mice. I didn't have any problems with them last night. We're back on the trail, I think. No, this is just the parking area. That's not the actual trail yet. Okay. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so supposedly, according to the caretaker, there are mice there, but it doesn't seem like it's a huge issue, because I didn't hear any last night. And then, yeah, solar shower. They have, actual water out of a faucet. And then in the morning, it rained last night, but I guess usually the caretaker puts out like a strip, an electric strip, so you can charge your electronics. So he just waited till this morning until the rain had passed, so I got a little bit of charge on mine, which was awesome too. So this was really more of just like, in my mind, a free hostel. Like, it's almost exactly like Standing Bear, except for there's no Wi-Fi and no kitchen. But I didn't have to pay to stay here, so it was really awesome. And then, yeah, like, it really is like a hostel, honestly. Especially after some of the hostels you come across on the AT. So, what else? Oh yeah, so today, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I heard where I was gonna camp, there's a campsite in Port Clinton, but I heard it's plagued by a crazy lady with the machete. So I don't know if I'm gonna camp there or not. I might just do 3 miles further up the hill. There's a campsite with a spring, so that sounds enticing. That's 27 miles. Johnny's doing 30 to the second shelter of the day, which I don't know if I'm probably not gonna do that. It's just kind of unnecessary for me. So, but I feel like the 27 will put me in a good spot, and then I can do 20 and then 17 into Hamburg. So I think it's Hamburg, it's some town. It might not be Hamburg, but it's the next bit of towns after Port Clinton and whatever town it touches. So yeah, so that's the plan right now, and it's 7:23, so we're getting out in a good start this morning. That is one of the reasons I do like staying in shelters, is I always get out a little bit earlier. One, because in my tent I'm just way too comfortable, and I'm by myself, so no one else is like disturbing me. But in a shelter there's other people, and I mean I'm comfortable, but I'm not always as comfortable. Oh yeah, and 501 is supposedly where the rocks start, so I guess you're getting a look at it. They probably get more intense than this, though. But yes, that's the plan for today. And it was supposed to rain this morning too, but the sun's out, and it's like, or maybe off to in that direction. Looks like there are some clouds, but when I was looking before, where there wasn't as many trees around the shelter, it looked like it was like a partly cloudy kind of day. So we'll see what becomes of that. So I'll check in with y'all later. Hey guys, so I'm here on this gas line, but it's not an ordinary gas line as far as mileage goes. You probably already see it at the screen, or on the bottom of the screen. It's mile 1200, which is awesome. Yesterday at William Penn, right before the 501 shelter, I saw some graffiti that said 1,000 miles left. So it was really official then, but just hitting 1,200, it's absolutely crazy. Like, to think I've walked this far, it's just unbelievable. I still have just under 1,000 to go too. Oh man, but I'm looking forward to every bit of it. And lately, just having this smaller food bag and smaller pack has just been so nice. Been able to almost fly, even through this kind of, again, right now it's not too bad, terrain-wise. Earlier this morning, there were some boulder fields though, but again, it's not as bad as I've been expecting. I guess eventually it's gonna come, or I've just prepared way worse. So, anyways, 1,200 miles in. I'll check in with y'all later. Hey guys, I'm coming out of Port Clinton. It is 6:13 right now, and the climb into Port Clinton from the other side of that river there was brutal. I kind of tried to speed up a little bit. So first off, the first road crossing after 501, I met up with a guy named Don. And I met Don last night at 501. He just likes to come and hang out with the hikers. And so he came to that next road crossing where he knew we'd be the next morning. And he had all these like goodies and stuff from the store he was telling us about. So like cheeses, like kielbasa, different drinks and everything. So, and then like protein and fiber bars too, which is awesome. So I got a little bit of trail magic, got a root beer. Really great guy. And then other than that, today hasn't really been too exciting. And then I did see Lost Up High on TikTok. They were doing the section southbound. They had a hostel shuttle, kind of get them around to knock out that section too, or something like that. So they said they're gonna start tomorrow either here at Port Clinton or Eckerville. I can't remember exactly. And then they told me that Snap, Carpenter, and Fjord are at Eckville shelter tonight. So I'm not gonna make it there. But if I go to the campsite, that's about 13 miles between me and them. Or I might try to go to the campsite, go like 3 more miles beyond to the shelter. Then that just means there's 10 miles between me and them. So, I mean, it's 6:15 right now. I'm about 2 miles to the shelter, so we'll see what happens. or to the campsite. So I think I'll probably just call it quits at the campsite in all honesty. But we'll see. I'll check in with y'all later. It's been a not crazy day, but just the potential to push is there, especially get my first 30. So we'll see what happens though. Hey guys, so it is morning of May 3rd. Camped here last night with a father-son duo, bushmeat and spear checker. This is Pocahontas Spring Campsite at mile 1220. The spring's like 100 yards, 100 feet on the trail south. Yeah, so I got in last night around 7:30, 7:40-ish. And man, I was so tired. It was kind of one of the, I don't know if it was like the nasty rice and beans I was eating, because it was like it wasn't the Norse. The Norse kind are pretty good. It was a different kind I got that was way more expensive, but I was just like not hungry for it, so I only ate like half of it. So now, just like when I was at Roan High Knob, I got to pack out the half-eaten food, which kind of sucks, but I could always eat it for lunch or something. I mean, it's just rice and beans, so. But yeah, so that was that. The weather was really good last night. It didn't rain, and it wasn't too windy. There was a nice breeze, but nothing too crazy. But then the temperature, it got pretty low, I think in the 40s, because right now and today it's supposed to stay in the 50s, and there's a nice little breeze coming too from down in the valley, and then tonight it's supposed to get down into the 30s, the high 30s, but still, so I haven't felt that temperature in a while, I don't think. And yeah, today's plan is to do 20 miles to Allentown Shelter, which I mean, we're leaving a little bit later than we usually like to, but after yesterday, I just needed to rest a little bit, and again, it's only 20 miles, so we do have, I think, 2 1,000 foot climbs coming up today, and then also just a small one kind of right up here in like a mile or so. And then tomorrow we should go into Palmerton, which there's a kind of hostel thing at a restaurant there, so I'll probably stay there. I could have camped up here. So there's a few campsites then. But anyways, that's the plan for today. We should hit, yeah, I just farted. We should hit 2 kind of good lookouts. I think one's called the Pinnacle, and then one's called something else. But yeah, so I'll probably check in with y'all around there, if not before. Hey guys, so I know I haven't had much views for y'all in the past few days, but we're up here on Pulpit Rock, and we have quite the view. It's awesome. It's currently 10:40, so we can go on for a while. Yeah, so that's it. And then there's one other big view today that seems pretty hyped up, so we'll see how that is too. But definitely, I guess these are the rocks of Rocksylvania, because I've had these almost all morning. So I'll check in with y'all later.